If you are an insurance agent and you've ever dealt with a chargeback, you know there's nothing more annoying than being forced to give the dollar back that you were just given. It's kind of like when you're a child and you give someone a toy, and then the moment you see them having fun with your toy, you yank it back. You said, "Give that back, I want to play with it now." And you're called an Indian giver. Well, I think most insurance companies would be considered Indian givers by most insurance agents because most of the policies they sell do not last. And the moment the agent gets paid, they're forced to pay it back. And so I want to show you how to make sure you never get another chargeback again based on an emotional decision and a rationalization. It's how we all make decisions. And the preface for this video, now that I understand the nuances of it, I can just give you, is that we are not rational creatures. We make emotional decisions and then we justify it with logic. We tell ourselves a story about why we did the thing, okay? We are not rational creatures. We are self-rationalizing creatures. You don't buy a new car because you need a new car. You buy a new car because you feel like it. Humans do everything for one reason and one reason only, because they feel like it. You go to the gym not because you feel like going to the gym, but because you don't feel like being fat. You eat because you feel like not being hungry more than you feel like being hungry, okay? You dial because you feel like not being broke more than you feel like being broke, okay? There's the reason. Then you just tell ourselves stories, well, it's gonna put me closer to my goals and stuff like that. So here's a training I did for about 100 insurance agents in person. You're gonna laugh at me on this because I sucked at presenting and I still managed to get a compelling message out there. It helped a lot of people. So this is at a hotel that I did a training for at a part of an old agency I was with for about 100 insurance agents. So go through here, watch this with me, and you're gonna learn how to keep over a 90% persistency and make sure you never get chargebacks ever again, okay? So let's bring this up.
Persistency, we'll show you how to do that. How many of you guys would like to learn how to dodge more chargebacks and keep more business on the books? Just say aye. Aye. All right, so this is obviously go to your upline first. I'm gonna tell you guys to put blinders on, but this is something I have noticed a huge increase in my business with. Call it 2 promises. So when I get done with the presentation.
And let me just say this whole 2 promises thing that I learned back in 2020, I was probably the first person you've ever see bring this up in YouTube. This is a training from 2021 after me using this for a year myself. And so when you see people just blatantly steal shit and not give due credit to who it belongs to, and what's funny is the credit doesn't even belong to me on here. It belongs to a guy named Brian Tracy, Zig Ziglar, and all these people who came up with the 2 choices close, okay? And I took that and I made it into an insurance close. All right, so let's just give credit where credit's fucking due and stop ripping shit off of things that you heard from somebody and claiming it as your own. You grimy son of a bitches, okay? I'm on to you, I'm in your house. Let's go back into it.
Say, okay, I've promised this policy is gonna do this, it's gonna pay this much, it's gonna pay the house off, whatever. I've made all these promises. Can you just make me 2? They're gonna say, yeah. First thing, if this ever becomes unaffordable, even 6, 7 years down the road, you will call me, but we agreed that this fits in your budget today. It's first promise.
Now, why am I saying if this ever becomes unaffordable 6, 7 years down the line? What is the presupposition of this? Presuppositions are, what are we supposing with the language? What is the omission? What are we saying without really saying? We are implying they are going to keep it for longer than a year, which means it's outside of chargeback territory. Okay? It's quite genius. This is the implications of language. Language must be precise.
Yes, so if this ever becomes unaffordable, 6, 7 years down the line, you'll give me a call, but we agree this fits in your budget today. That way they're thinking long term, they're not worried about canceling in 9 months. Programming them. Second promise. There are hundreds of thousands of insurance agents, but I am the best one for your family. if anyone ever talks to you about this or even gives you a quote, I want you to take it and I want you to call me. If it's a better price or a better product, I'll tell you. I'll even help you fill out the paperwork for it. Now you're taking that, anyone go get a contract with an insurance.
What is the implication of the second promise, essentially? It's, hey, when someone else tries soliciting you, they're not going to find anything better. But on the off chance they do, I'll be real and I'll tell you about it. Okay? Because I am the best agent for your family when it comes to protecting you guys. I just know things that you don't. Okay? This is essentially what we're relaying to the customer. And it takes big old brass balls to say stuff like this, especially in the home, that I am the best agent for your family. You're not going to find anyone better. You have to have a lot of intention and purpose and tonality behind that to back up the severity, the height of your statement. Okay? And so if this makes you uncomfortable to say that I am the best agent for your family, and you don't truly believe that, the customer is going to know. They will feel it, okay? Because you will say it in a way that gets them to feel it, because that's what you are feeling, that you're not really the best agent for their family. And so you must believe this, okay? You must believe that you are. That if they don't work with you, they're better off dead, okay? This is the causation. This is the equation that you must see, okay? So there's thousands of other agents out there, Mr. Customer, but I am the best one for your family. No one understands you like I do. No one's going to ever care about you more than I do. And you just have to tell them that. And on the off chance that someone happens to get you a quote, what I want you to do is bring that quote to me. And if it's better, if it's somehow the magic pill that I somehow missed, I'll be honest and I'll tell you. Hell, I'll even help you fill out the paperwork for it. And what we're doing by doing this is building a lot of trust, because they're going to take that agent's quote for a policy that is better, and you're going to rewrite it, and now you keep the business. So you avoid a chargeback. You're welcome. Let's get back into it.
IMO or a carrier and go write that policy. So the second promise again.
Look at me freezing.
There's hundreds of thousands of agents out there. No, I want to write it down. But I am the best. I want to write it down.
I'm stalling.
So there are hundreds of thousands of insurance agents out there, but I am the best one for your family. If someone else talks to you about this, I want you to take the number, the quote they gave you. I want you to call me about it. If it's a better price or a better product, I'll tell you. I'll even help you fill out the paperwork for it. It's building some trust and honesty with them. That's what you want, rapport. It's how you're locking them down, keeping them in your book of business, not getting them to cancel the policy. Remember, we want to keep 90%, other 10% is just going to fall off.
And so this is, I'm just going to call myself out right here. That is wrong, okay? If I'm just being real, that is wrong. Keeping 90% persistency, it should be 100. You have to be under the assumption that every single person that is coming to you, that you are talking to about this and have got in a sales environment, they want it. You just can't fuck it up. You can't unsell them, okay? You can't unsell them. And you'll see this on things like dates. A girl will be heels over head for a guy. Yes, I'm aware I said that backwards. And they'll kiss, they'll hold hands, they'll want to be boyfriend and girlfriend. And then he'll say something fucking stupid. And he'll talk himself out of the relationship. And he'll purposefully self-destruct, because that's typically what people do in today's world. They don't believe they deserve or have earned good things. I'm under the impression none of us deserve anything. Just because we do some stupid shit down here on planet Earth. However, if you've earned something, if you've earned the right to ask for their business, if you've earned that relationship, don't purposely self-sabotage. Don't destruct it just because of your impoverished model of the world, your perverted model of the world, where you think you don't deserve to be treated good, where you don't deserve love. It's folly. It is false. It is flagrant. Okay? You're a human. Grow up, act like an adult. You're no longer that 4-year-old who can't provide for themselves. Look how far you've came. Just think about it. Not too long ago, you were a baby and you went in your diaper. You crawled around and said goo goo gaga and you went in your diaper and mommy and daddy had to wipe you up. Look how far you've come now. All the things that you've overcame, all of the things that you have survived, the things you've accomplished. You can do this. I believe in you. You can be an adult. You can sell things. You can sell things, okay? I believe in you. You can sell things. You can have tough conversations. You can be in relationships with the people you want to. You can find someone who loves and respects and cherishes you, girl or guy, okay? It's not hard. So let's get back into this. But your persistency should be at a 100. When I hear people brag, even myself in the past, if you go watch YouTube videos from years ago, well, I've got a 90% close ratio. Why isn't it 100? Why isn't it 100? Mason, why did you unsell 10% of the people you talk to? Why did you suck so bad that you only got 90 out of 100 bought in when 100 of them needed it? This is how you must think, okay? You cannot take no for an answer. There is no fucking negotiation. There's no negotiation.
So, but if it's not a better policy, I will get on a 3-way call with you and that agent and explain to them why it is not.
So now let's just recap the promises that we made the customer, and there's only 2 of them. And what we're essentially doing is, hey, listen, I've promised you all these amazing things. This policy is going to do X, Y, and Z for you. It's going to be there for your family when you're not, blah, blah, blah. That's irrelevant. Can you make 2 promises to me, Mr. Customer? Awesome. First promise is, if this ever gets unaffordable, even 6, 7 years down the line, you'll give me a call first so I can help you out. But we agree that this fits in your budget today. Can you promise me that? Awesome. Second promise, there are thousands of other agents out there, but I am the best one for your family. I understand you guys the best based on what you've told me today. Does that sound fair? You can always add the does that sound fair, blah, blah, blah. You can get buy-in and engineer agreement. And then, but if another agent comes and talks to you, gives you a quote, I just want you to be polite and take it down and then call me. And listen, if I somehow screwed up and that agent did find you a better form of protection, a better policy, I'll be honest with you. Hell, I'll even help you fill out the paperwork for it. But if it's not, I'll get on a 3-way call with you and that agent and explain to them why it's a dumb decision. Can you promise me that? Awesome. If you use those 2 promises right there, you'll have much higher persistency. You'll keep way more business on the books than you have falling off. Okay? And the reason this works is because of justification. The reason most of you get fucking chargebacks is because you do not justify. You sell with logic, or you use no logic to back up the emotion decision. We do everything because we feel like doing it, and then we justify. We tell ourselves a story about why we did the thing, which means it's all made up. Which means if you ever ask someone what's the reason they did something, they can never give you a real answer. It's just what they feel is the most applicable at a given time. How do you know? Ask someone why they did something in the past, and they'll give you a different answer based on what they believe to be true in the future. Which means it wasn't the real reason, because it flip-flopped, it changed. It's very hard to find congruent answers, much less alone congruent people whose actions match their words, which is funny in today's world. And so, how do I know most people are making these mistakes? Well, just simply based on the industry statistics that 92% of insurance agents, wherever the fuck that insurance statistic comes from, don't make it past 1 year. They don't make jack shit. They make less than $60,000 a year, which is nothing. It's pennies. They are poor. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about them, but the things going on between their ears are mentally cock blocking them from having success. Okay? And so what are the 8% doing? Well, let's just be real. 99% of them are making just enough to keep buying toilet paper to wipe their ass because they can afford to play on their phone a little bit longer than you can, and they're still not doing shit. It's truly less than 1% who do anything worthy of remarkable, worthy of remark. Okay? Worthy of talking about it, worthy of noting it down. So, what are they doing? They're justifying an emotional decision. They bought the policy, and the 2 promises are the justification for them to keep it. Okay? That's how humans work. Do not try to break this. Listen to me. Listen to me. It works. It works, and the only reason it wouldn't work is because of the things that are going on in between your ears. Success in any endeavor is 20% tactics, 80% strategy, 10% things to do, 90% how you see yourself doing them in your head. Psychology, okay? We're not going to talk about what influences psychology. That's a conversation that just is unfortunately going to go over most people's heads, which is not what I want to do on here. And it's not to make myself sound smart. Okay, maybe it is a little bit. However, let's just be real. If you go, find things that you can brag on yourself about that you know that other people don't, you'll feel a lot better. But let's just be real. Just listen to me and do it and watch how much more money that you make, guaranteed, okay? This stuff works if you use it, and you must say it right. It takes brass balls to kind of create that drama. I will tell that other agent that it was a stupid decision. That takes balls to say. It takes balls to say that I care about your family more than you do, Mr. Customer. It takes balls, cojones, confidence to say that. And the only reason we're not confident is because most of us, a lot of us, do not do what we said we are going to do. Confidence comes from the Latin word, the French word, confido, with trust is the translation. Go look it up. With trust. We do things with trust. We say things with trust. We act in accordance in a manner true, shaped by our beliefs. It's not even what you do or what you say. It's how you feel about what you do or what you say. And a lot of it comes from limiting beliefs as childhood, so just borrow my belief. Most of you have no belief in yourself, so borrow mine. If you want 5 to 10 insurance appointments booked daily in your calendar, guaranteed, click the first link down below in the description or first link down below in the comments. If you want to be a guest on my podcast, Policy and Profits, click the second link down below in the description or the second link down below in the comments, and you can go get that. I'll give you my sales script, all of that. If you want to know what to say, there's videos on his channel for how to run a sales call, all of that. For the next video, I just did an interview with my buddy Tony Merwin. You should go check it out right here. He says some really cool things, and he teaches you how to get to a 6-7 figure income. He says some really cool stuff, and we show you how to book your calendar full of sales calls every single day. So go watch that right now, and I'll see you over there.